We're joined now by first team head coach Paul Grayson. Obviously the season ended with disappointment, Paul, firstly with relegation from Division 1 and defeating the Clydesdale Banks semi-final. At the start of the season we had high hopes of retaining our first division status. What lessons have we learnt for next time around in the challenge and hopefully getting promoted from Division 2?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think there's been some exciting cricket here at Chelmsford this year. Obviously it's hugely disappointing to all of us that we've gone back to Division 2 after such a good year last year. We knew it was going to be tough, but I have to say I thought 2/3 of our 4-day cricket's been excellent this year. You know, we've outplayed Notts twice, outplayed Durham twice, Lancashire up at Old Trafford. We just had that really bad month where we lost 4 games on the trot. I think what highlighted it is that we never took enough points off our local rivals. I mean, you can take as many points as you want off Notts and the top teams, but we lost to Warwickshire, and ultimately that cost us our relegation spot, and also losing to Kent at Cantry, we've got in good positions. And you'd have to say, in all the matches we lost, we had opportunities as well, which was frustrating from our point of view. But I think we've made progress in 4-day cricket. I think where we were this time last year, and you know, we've been relegated, but we're still the 9th best championship side this year, and we've just got to make sure that we've got a good squad of players and regroup again and come back up next year, because that's what's happened a little bit in the past. Worcester went down last year, they've come back up this year, so I see no reason why we can't do that again next season.
We're obviously starting to look ahead of next season. What are the main objectives? Is it for 4-day to win the title?
Yeah, I mean, we all talk about as a group, and we met back in March pre-season, and that was our number 1 target, to retain our status in Division 1 cricket. We failed. You know, it's very important to all of us, but you know, at the moment we've got a good 1-day side, and sometimes it goes in cycles. You know, you have a good 1-day side and you do really well, and then you have a good championship side. So at the moment we all know that we're probably the strongest area is 1-day cricket, but that might change in a couple of years. You know, it's not been a disappointing season. We've fallen away the last couple of games, you know, semi-final of the 2020 and also the Pro 40 down at Somerset, but I think that the 2020 was the most disappointing result for us, because you know, I felt on the day that we had a strong side, a stronger side we could have wanted. We got ourselves in a really good position against Hampshire after 8 or 9 overs. We were going nicely, and then it just all went away from us from there. So I think that was probably the most disappointing performance of the year. 2 semi-finals. You know, you look at someone like Somerset, they've had 2 finals and come second in the championship. They've nothing to show for their season. So, you know, as a group, survival for Division 1 cricket was our main aim. We failed in that. But I think those people have come to watch us this year in all forms of cricket. A lot of people have come to and said that it's probably been one of the most enjoyable years and the entertaining cricket we've played.
There's a lot of members obviously looking forward to the season ahead in all different formats. What's the latest we've got on Ravi Bopara's availability for next year?
Yeah, well, Ravi's with England at the moment, so we're just hoping at some stage end of the week he's going to come and sign his contract. I spoke to him yesterday. There's no problems. There's been a bit of speculation in the press that a couple of counties are after him, but he's assured me that he's going to come in this week and sign his contract. We're already speaking to a couple of the players to try and strengthen the squad, because we feel we need to do that. I mean, it's pretty obvious that we've been speaking to Shah. He's a fine player, experienced player. You know, after Trescott, he's probably the best player in county cricket who's not playing for England at the moment. So, you know, he's a big player. He's quite an expensive player. So we're trying to agree a contract with him sometime in the next week, couple of days. So.
Do we remain confident that Shah might sign for Essex?
Well, there's four or five clubs after him, because you'd expect that. Something like Oasis, who's, you know, at his age now, where he's looking for a nice little 2 or 3 year contract to finish his career. But hopefully we're in a position where we can offer him something. He wants to stay down south, so hopefully, like I say, we can thrash something out in the next week, 10 days.
And looking at other overseas players for next year, is there an opportunity to get Scott Styris back?
Yeah, I think there's some money in the budget to get Scott back next year. He was terrific in 2020 cricket for us, so ideally we get Scotty back next year, who's terrific. As for what else is in the budget, that's going to be decided, but the cricket meeting on Lords on Thursday, the structure of 2011 will be decided then, so that'll dictate how much money we've got in the pot for spending on players. So you know, I'd like to bring a couple new faces in to freshen it all up, and hope we can do that.
And to sum up the objectives for 2011 is to try and get back into the County Championship Division 1 and to potentially win a one-day trophy. Is that the case?
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 trophies up for grabs each year, and if you win a trophy, then you feel you've had a terrific season. I mean, we've fallen away twice this year. But you're right, we've enjoyed Division 1 cricket this year, and we want to get back there again next year. So we'll be working hard. A lot of the players are actually back in today. We've got a lot end-of-season debrief about the year, things we've done well, things we can work on. Individually, collectively, we've got to come back a better side next year, and if we do that, you know, I firmly believe we'll get ourselves in a position where we can get back up next year. One-day cricket's good, just need to push on in a few areas in that well, but overall, the squad's looking good.
Thank you very much, Paul. Wish you and the players a good winter. Thank you.